Anthony Harwick here with another YSN Fitch volleyball player profile. I'm joined by another one of seven seniors, Chelsie Wheeler. Chelsea, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
So, like I said at the top, seven seniors on this squad. What's it like being part of such a big senior class?
It's like we're one big family. We all grew up together. We all been playing since we were little together. So finally, all of us kind of being seniors together is kind of just like
And
I said,
you're
one big
all
family.
senior leaders, so as you kind of go along, is there dynamic leadership? Do you all have different leadership qualities, or do you guys try to lead as kind of a unit?
I feel like each of us have different leadership qualities. Definitely, like there's some that are more verbally more, and there's some that are actiony. If that makes sense.
How would you describe your leadership qualities?
I feel like mine's more of an action. Like I'll step in and do something as sort of a leadership type of quality compared to others that can verbally just talk to each other.
Now, before we talk about your career at Fitch, we got to talk about that game Thursday night at Canfield. YSN was there. We broadcasted it. You guys are down 2-0. It's not looking too great for you guys. I got to imagine the leadership of seven seniors kind of stepped up in that moment when you guys needed a gut check.
Yeah, it definitely did. We all just kind of knew we had to bring it together to if we wanted to win that game. We've always been saying like we've been wanting this for so long. We really haven't beat Canfield since seventh grade, our team in seventh grade. So it was just kind of a big game for us, a big win. Every time we go there, we all usually break down, end up getting in our heads mentally, and that was just a big point this year was just to kind of go out there and just show what we can do and what we're made of.
In that second set, you guys got so close. I mean, 25-23. It's hard for most teams to bounce back from getting so close and losing a second set like that. Did you guys take momentum from being playing so well in that second set into the third set?
I would, yeah, most definitely we did because we're more of a momentum team. We once we start get going, it's hard to stop us. We kind of feed off each other and each other's energy as well.
One of the things I noticed is you have that high risk, high reward jump serve, and you let it go in the last three sets of that game, and you were serving so well. When it's clicking, what kind of works for you with that serve that you got?
Um, I personally just kind of go out there with a blank mind, just know I need to get something done. So I just try to be as consistent as possible, just keep the ball in play. When it's there, it's there. When it's not, it's not. You kind of just can't let it drag over your head for too long. Just have to be
And
ready
you
for the
guys
next play.
have maybe one of the best setters in the area, a senior that's been there, done that. We talked to her last week. Emma Bartlett, what's it like as a hitter having a setter that knows you so well and you can trust to get the ball where you want it?
Well, me and Emma have been playing together since seventh grade, so it's kind of just we kind of like feed off each other, we kind of read each other's minds. So like I can just be like, hey, I need this higher. She's like, okay, that's fine, completely fine. Like she kind of just knows from her like just experience with all of us. She kind of just knows exactly where we need it, exactly like what she's doing. We kind of just trust her in that aspect.
So many seniors, but you have some young kids stepping up too on the team. What's it been like kind of gelling with the young kids and then, at the same time keeping that senior leadership strong?
With the young people like Jocelyn Jordan, like Alyssa Leskovac, Ella Solby, they always have a great vibe. Like it mixes well with ours because we're all kind of a tight knit group, which helps us succeed on the floor. And they're just always kind of been part of that since they came into our high school. We all just kind of merge really well and just feed off each other.
And you talk about Alyssa Leskovac, man, did she have a killer third and fourth set, I believe. I mean, she was just swinging so well. When other hitters like her and like Jocelyn are swinging well, how much pressure does that take off of you?
It's not really pressure. It's kind of just I'm just really happy for them whenever they start doing really good. It kind of just makes me want to do just as good. So like I said, that just comes in the flame of us all like just feeding off each other's energy and just getting all excited and amped up.
It's a high energy team. How would you kind of describe the personality of Fitch volleyball?
Very outgoing, crazy, just everywhere, I guess.
you guys had senior night a little earlier than normal. Second game of the season. What was that kind of like, having to feel those emotions and know that it was a moment that you had to kind of treasure, but also knowing that it wasn't the end of the season?
It definitely wasn't as emotional as it would have been if it was like one of our last games of the season, but we were more so looking at it as if our season were to get cut short, at least we had it now rather than not having it at all. We finally been working for that recognition, so we decided like to try and make what's best of it.
You go through that summer that is uncertain if there's even going to be a volleyball season. What were you kind of doing to kind of keep yourself motivated and keep yourself ready for when, if they said volleyball was greenlit?
All of us in the off season really had just been putting in the work. No matter if we were going to have a season or not, we were all in our minds that we were. No matter how bad everything was going on with the pandemic, we all were just set that we were going to have a season. We were going to go off this year. This is going to be our year. Like, we are prepared for it.
What were some team goals that you guys set for this season, as a group?
We definitely wanted to beat Canfield, which was a big milestone for us. Like it's the first time we beat them in a while. Along with, we really just want to win the conference this year. We feel like we have a strong group of girls that can really
It's
just
it's
pull it off.
it's a heck of a conference that you guys play in. Howland's a strong team. Boardman's a strong team. Canfield's a strong team. When you go through the gauntlet like that of a conference, how much do you think that prepares you guys for tournaments come postseason?
It definitely helps us out a lot, especially with the hard hitters. You have Maria Torres from Boardman, Abby Householder from Canfield, Chloe Schultz from Howland. It just helps us out because, like, us being a D1 team, when we go against those bigger competitions, if we were to have a weak conference, it wouldn't help us at all. We're prepared. We're used to having balls drilled at us. We're used to having the crazy saves, going off the block, playing with intensity. We're just really kind of like that really does help us out a lot because of the fact of how aggressive they are.
Talk about your coaching staff and what it's like being led by them and what they've meant to you and how they've helped you kind of grow as not just a player, but as a person.
All of the coaches I've had over the years, like basketball and volleyball both, they've all kind of just came like different, more parental figures to me, especially Coach Horacek. He's the JV coach for basketball. He just really is always like the person that's always there for me, telling me how good I did, telling me what I need to improve on. He's just kind of like that second father figure to me, I guess. So we're all just really close, especially at Fitch personally. Like all the coaches have always just been super close with athletes, regardless of the sport.
And it's a perfect segue because you're a multiple sport athlete. You play volleyball, then you play basketball. What's it kind of like switching gears and trying to keep yourself active and playing two sports at once?
I've been playing two sports basically my entire life. So it's really not that hard to just kind of switch gears to go into the other sport. We're really just always excited to play, no matter what sport it is, volleyball or basketball. We just want to go out there and play, show them what we are. Like, we're Fitch. We really just want to just kind of put our name out there.
When you graduate and you walk down the aisle, what are going to be some of the things that you reflect on that made you proud to be part of the Fitch, school system and proud to make you part of the community?
Definitely the way the community supports all the Fitch athletics and the people from Fitch. I feel like we're a very diverse group of people around us all compared to other schools in our like area, as well as like the people. Everybody's just different personalities. You have them all. Um, the athletics definitely because of all the coaching staff. Like I said, we're all like kind of one big family at Fitch. Like I've always been proud to wear Fitch on me. I've always will be. It just I don't know, just like one of my homes, I guess.
And sports definitely look different now with all the COVID-19 regulations. We've heard from parents, we've heard from coaches. But from a player's perspective, what kind of things have kind of been different and what kind of obstacles have you guys had to kind of overcome to still be successful this year?
Before COVID hit, we all kind of thought this would be our year. All of our fellow classmates were going to come support us in the stands, and now we really can't do that. We have to limit our ticket sales and stuff due to COVID. It's just kind of sad, but like we all already know we have to get business done. We can't just let that kind of bring us down. Although we have these expectations, we all just knew that regardless of the situation, we're just really grateful we had a season at all.
With all these player profiles, we like to give the players a chance to thank the people that have supported them over the years, thank their support system. So the floor is yours to thank whoever you want to thank for supporting you over the years. And I know it's important to all the athletes.
Yeah, I really just want to thank all my coaches. They've always been there for me no matter what was I was going through at home or at school. They've always kind of pushed me to be the person I am today, along with my parents and my stepdad as well. My stepdad has been there for me since day one, always taking me everywhere, driving me to practices, being at every single game, no matter what sport it was. Even when he had work, would always just show up after, or even on his lunch breaks just to see me play. He was always kind of my critic as well. Like even the small little things most people wouldn't pick on, he's the type. He's always just pushing me to be my best, nitpicking here and there, but it's all out of love. He just wants me to be my best potential, I guess.
What are some of your future goals after high school that you kind of want to achieve?
I definitely want to go to the collegiate level for volleyball, as well as after I graduate from college, I want to go to medical school to become an orthopedic doctor.
And before we let you go, because we kind of have fun with the quarantine and, we had to stay inside for so long. What were some of your favorite quarantine activities that you had to keep yourself busy with?
Oh my, definitely watching Netflix. Um, I would lose track of time. I would wake up at noon, watch Netflix until 8 o'clock, and then eat dinner and repeat it.
What was the go-to binge-worthy show on Netflix that you kind of watched during quarantine?
Definitely the Vampire Diaries.
All right. Chelsea, thank you so much for joining us today. It was great to hear from you. Good luck the rest of the season. We'll definitely be following Fitch volleyball very closely. And we'll get you back up during basketball season for another one of these.
Thank you.